Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network brings you a special presentation of Inside Pitch. Welcome, everybody, to the 10th Inside Pitch Season Selection Show. What will be the four choices for next season of Inside Pitch starting January 6, 2025? Still recovering from last night's game. For those of you who did not watch ALCS Game 6 between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, you missed an absolute classic. And pretty much that will probably be the game of the year, but we still have at least the World Series games to play here on the network. Well, guys, we've completed another regular season and postseason. The 1969 World Series is upon us. It will start on Sunday with Game 1 between the San Francisco Giants and the Baltimore Orioles. Got a great pitching matchup. Juan Marichal versus Jim Palmer. That's a pretty good pitching matchup. So tonight we have the selection show. And I will say a blanket welcome to everybody in the chat, because I know usually when I do the selection show, pretty much almost everybody gets into the chat for this, because you guys want to know what the next season will be. So I'll say hello to Jeremy Brooks, Steeler fan, and Doug Hunt, Ben Witz, Clee baseball fan, Jimmy Jam, joining me for and they're the first ones coming in for the selection show. I usually get a good amount of viewers for this, because everybody wants to know what four seasons you will get to vote on, and then of course what season will be chosen by the luck of the dice on the season review and reveal show that is done after the World Series. So how do we do this? Well, for those of you who don't know how I do a selection show, we have four. Inside Pitch right now has close to 50 seasons available. Not every season is available through Inside Pitch, but a great number are available, of course, through the game. There are four eras we choose from. The legendary era, which is 1956 to 1969. The classic era, which is 1970 to 1989. The modern era, which is 1990 to 2009, and the contemporary era, which is 2010 to 2023. So these are the eras we choose from. So we at least get a choice from one era from baseball. Let's go ahead and first of all, good to see everybody joining in. So first of all, let's go ahead and eliminate the seasons that will not be on the show due to, well, they've already been played. So say goodbye to 1961, 1969, 1972, 1976, 1979, 1981, 1985, 1988, and 2016. These seasons are automatically out of here, as they have, of course, been played, and we will not be redoing seasons. So say goodbye to those guys, and we'll go ahead and put 1969 on the top, as that's the season we just finished, as we're getting ready for the World Series. So it is all set and ready to go. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to put a certain order of which the order the seasons will be. I usually go ahead and go all over the place. I didn't like doing that, so let's find out. We're going to roll a red die, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. Will be the first pack that we will do. This is a good towel. It's easier for me to grab the cards there, Steeler fan. So let's find out. So the first season pack is going to be the modern era. The second season pack, we'll re-roll that. Will be the contemporary era. The next season, then 1 or 2, and I'll roll 2 dice just if I get it, whatever, and 1 and it will be that era. So the order we will be eliminating seasons will be modern, contemporary, legendary, and classic. We'll be rolling 2 dice, red and blue, and that is what, and we're going to go ahead and add them up, and I will be always shuffling the cards. So I hereby go ahead and close them off, and it's time to shuffle and to find out which seasons you will have a chance to vote on. That will start on January 6th, 2025. So I don't know, guys. 1969 was a great choice. Had a lot of fun with it. It's been a great season. We still have to do the World Series, but we'll see what happens as we now go into the selection show, and we'll find out what season you get to vote on. Remember, the season that gets the most votes will be rolling 5 dice. The second most votes is 4 dice. The third most is 3 dice, and the last most, of course, is 2 dice. I will be putting in a poll on the video in my community tab, and you guys can go ahead and make the decision, make your choice there. The voting continues until after, as when I begin the season review and reveal show. So voting goes all the way on through the World Series that I do, okay, and until the season review and reveal show is done, and then we will select. And by the way, it looks like my Mets are taking a return trip back to Dodger Stadium for a Game 6, and maybe that's the best thing. If you're the Dodgers, I think you want to win it in front of your home fans anyway. But hey, anything can happen. So it's good to have everybody on the chat for the season selection show. It is time to find out which seasons we will be eliminating first. So these seasons are already out. I know a lot of you have a certain amount of seasons you'd like to see, and it is time to begin. So let's get this 10th inside pitch. Season selection show underway. I can't believe it. This is the 10th show, which means I'm going to start my 11th replay on January 6th. Unbelievable. So for those of you who are ready to go, let's see what the first season will be eliminated as. And that is a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That season is removed. So the first season to be eliminated from the modern era is 2001. 2001 is gone. So that takes care of that one. So the Arizona Diamondbacks, the great Mariners team of that year, 2001 is eliminated. Next up, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is eliminated. Next season to be eliminated from the contemporary era is 2018. So no Boston Red Sox winning it in 2018. So that season will go by the board. Next season from the legendary era. And we'll see what goes out here. So the next season out, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That season is gone. And being eliminated from the legendary era is 1959. That season will disappear. So no season from 1959. No Los Angeles Dodgers and Chicago White Sox that year. So that season is gone. Now, from the classic era, it is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being removed from the classic era is 1984. Somewhere, Chuck Rawlings just said, rigged. So I know 1984 will be gone. And there goes the Tigers of 84. So definitely hot there. Goodbye, Tigers. We now go back to the modern era. And that is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is gone. Removed from the modern era is 2004. 2004 goes away. So no St. Louis Cardinals and Boston Red Sox. So the Red Sox curse will have to wait another time as the 04 season is removed. Next up from the contemporary era. And that is a 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That season is gone. So being removed from the contemporary era is 2022. This was actually, I like that year. That was a good year. Mets had a good season, a very good year between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros, as Dusty Baker got his championship. But there will be no trash can banging in for that year. Now on to the legendary era. And that is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That season is gone. And saying goodbye from the legendary era is, oh, there goes the year of the pitcher, 1968. Even though we just did 69, if we had to go back one year, but 68 is gone. So no year of the pitcher. No year for 1968. Tough season to lose there. Now we go to the classic era. And that is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That season is eliminated. And going out of here, going out of the classic era is 1978. Well, there goes your Yankees from 1978. No Yankees, no Dodgers, no Ron Guidry, no Reggie. 1978 is gone. Now we go back to the modern era. Let's see which seasons we have from the modern era. Being eliminated, number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That season is gone. Being eliminated from the modern era is 1993. Okay. 1993, the Phillies and the Blue Jays. Wild Thing. No Blue Jays, no Wild Thing, no Joe Carter hitting one over the wall. 1993 is gone. Now back to the contemporary era. I'll always keep on shuffling to make it as fair as possible. Please believe me, I have no idea what I'm going to have here. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is removed. Being removed from the contemporary era is 2012 is gone. So the San Francisco Giants and another Detroit Tigers team is eliminated from the contention because the Tigers were in the World Series that year. No 2012. Oh, man, Tiger fans, you guys are taking it on the chin. Nothing good for the Tigers. We now go back to the legendary era. And it is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That season is eliminated. And let's see what season this is going to be. And it will be 1963. 1963, the Dodgers and the Yankees, and one heck of a pitcher named Sandy Koufax. So 63 will now go by the board. And now on to the classic era. On to the classic era now. Let's see. That's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is eliminated. So being eliminated from the classic era is 1977 is gone. Again, another Yankees team and a Dodger team is gone. And the Royals, 1977, and yep, no Midnight Massacre. So I don't have to worry about playing Tom Seaver on the Mets and then sending him to the Reds later. 1977 goes by the board. Now back to the modern era. I'll reshuffle. Back to the modern era. And that is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That season is gone. And coming on this season is 1991 is gone. So there takes care of the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. 1991 is removed from the chosen ones. Now on to the contemporary. The contemporaries we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still got 8 here left in the contemporary. I do go through each pack until there are 2 left, and then it's a best of 7 to see who's eliminated. Out of the contemporary era, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That season is gone. Out of the contemporary era is, well, I know everybody will be happy about this one. 2020, the COVID year, once again, will not be selectable. And I know everybody does not want to do 2020. I'll tell you this right now. I was still, if 2020 in the future ever gets decided upon, I'm still thinking how I want to do it. But I will still keep it in the pack. It is still a season. So 2020, that's the thing, Cutter Historical. And would have been a full season replay? Can't answer that because right now we don't have to worry about it. 2020, once again, is gone. On to the legendaries. I'll go ahead and reshuffle. Legendaries, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is eliminated, and being eliminated from the legendaries is 1957 is now gone. So 1957 will be eliminated. So that takes care of your Milwaukee Braves and your New York Yankees, Mantle and Don Newcomb. Those are your players for 1957, and they will be out of there. They are eliminated. Now on to the classics. Yes, that was a big spawn year, absolutely. Now for the classics. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That season is removed, and that season being eliminated is 1989 is gone. So say goodbye to the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland Athletics, the Earthquake Series. That is out of here. As the Earthquake Series is gone. So say goodbye to 1989. No Quake and no Bash Brothers, at least not that year. We now go back. I think I'll use this here. We now go back to the Moderns. So the Moderns are next. And that is an 11. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That season is gone. So being removed from the modern era is 2005 is gone. Now, you guys are wondering why 2005 is in the cards. That's because Chris has told me that this season will be available before I start January 6th. So he has told me that this season and another one will be available. Okay, so I did include it in the cards. I don't have this season yet, but it will be available. So the 2005 Chicago White Sox are gone. So no White Sox. Next up is the contemporaries. And that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That season is gone. And now being removed from the contemporaries is, oh, I like this year, 2019. No Washington Nationals. The 2019 season is gone. This is a good year to replay too. A lot of people say that the 2019 season is a lot of fun to replay. So no Nationals and no Astros. So the 2019 season is gone. And yes, so as I said, a lot of people do like replaying the 2019 season. Next, we now go back to the legendaries. And it is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So being removed from the legendary era is 1967. Oh boy, the Detroit Tigers are taking a big time hit. And a 1967 season, no Red Sox. No Boston Red Sox for 1967, as that season is now eliminated. So 1967 goes by the board. Why don't you just remove all the Tigers for the season? It's not me. So next up, blame it on the dice. So next season up will be from the classics. And that's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This season is eliminated. So being eliminated from the classic era is 1980 is gone. Good year, 1980. No Philadelphia Phillies, no Kansas City Royals, no Mike Schmidt, no George Brett. 1980 is gone. Now we go back to the moderns. The modern era is going to be a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That season is eliminated. So being taken out of the modern era is going to be 1998 is gone. Wow. The year of the home runs. The San Diego Padres and the Yankees. Sosa, Gonzalez, and Mark McGwire, their chase. 1998 is now gone. Now we move on to the contemporaries. How many seasons are left? Still enough for 2 dice. And that's a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the contemporary era, being removed from the contemporaries is, 2015, no New York Mets, no Kansas City Royals. The 2015 season is gone. There goes my Mets. There goes my Mets. There goes the Royals. There goes the 2015 season. That was a good one. All right, nothing there as it gets. And yes, Davo9, I own every season of Inside Pitch that has been made. I have every season in print that he has. We now go back to the legendaries. And let's see. We're now going to cut the dice rolls now to only 1 die now. So now we're going to go to 1 die. So now just 1 die instead. And that will make a difference as it'll speed things up a bit here. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season's eliminated from the legendary era. 1960 is gone. So there goes There goes the Pirates and the Yankees. No Dick Groat and no Roger Maris for 1960, as they are gone for that year. 1960 will be out of here. Now we go back to the classics, and it will be a 4. We'll reshuffle once again to be sure. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That season is eliminated, and being eliminated from this pack, from the classics, is, oh, every Reds fan is going to barf. 1975 is gone. So 1975, no Reds, no Red Sox, no Big Red Machine. 1975 is gone. And somewhere Brian B. just said, red. So now we go back to the modern era. The modern era still has plenty, but I'm just going to go ahead and roll and just reshuffle here. So that's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. That season is eliminated. So that season is gone. So out of the modern era, being eliminated is, oh, the 2000 season is eliminated this time. 2000 actually has been chosen a number of times, but they will not get the call this time, as the 2000 season will not be able to be selected. So there goes the 2000 season, and give me timeout for something. I want to get something here. Here we go. Hold on. So where are we at here? Okay. Timeout. Should have got those out first, I think. The 2000 season has been selected 3 times, but is not going to make it this time for the 10th show. Okay, now on to the contemporaries. 2, 1, 2. That season is eliminated. And being eliminated from the contemporary era is 2014. So say goodbye to the San Francisco Giants and the Kansas City Royals, Clayton Kershaw and Mike Trout. 2014 will now go away. That season's now 10 years old. So now 2014 is gone. Now we go back to the legendaries. And now there are only 6 left. So 1, 2, well, whatever. Doesn't really matter how I do it. So 2014 is now gone. Now let's see who goes from the legendaries. And that is number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That season is eliminated, and being eliminated from the legendary era is 1966 is now gone. 1966. So say goodbye to the Dodgers and the Orioles, Roberto Clemente and Frank Robinson, as 1966 will now go away into the night, and we'll have to wait till the next selection show, probably in April of next year. Now we go back to the classics. And that is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That season is eliminated. Being eliminated from the classics is 1982. Oh, a lot of people like this year, 1982. The Cardinals and the Brewers, Dale Murphy and Robin Yount. 1982 is gone. No Sud series, as 82 will now take a break and head into the sunlight. Now we go back to the modern era. No Cecil Cooper. Yeah, a Cardinals year for 82. Yes. Now we go back to the moderns, and it's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Being eliminated from the modern era is going to be 1992 is now gone. So 10 years later, 1992. So no Atlanta Braves and no Blue Jays, no Barry Bonds or Denny Eck. 1992 will be out of there. As Cutter Historical, did he wanted 1992? So Cutter Historical just pretty much said rigged. So 1992 will have to wait another time. On to the contemporaries. And that is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season is gone. Out of the contemporary era will be 2010. So 2010 will leave us. No Giants, no Rangers, no Joey Votto, no Josh Hamilton. The 2010 season is eliminated. And that was not a bad year, actually, if I remember correctly. So 2010 is now gone from the contemporary era. We now move back to the legendaries. And that is a 3 for the legendaries. 1, 2, 3. That season is gone. So being removed from the legendary era is 1964. 64 will now leave us. So no Cardinals, no Yankees, no Ken Boyer, no young Brooks Robinson. 1964 will now leave the pack. So 1964 is gone. Now we go back to the classics. And we'll reshuffle the classics as usual. So, and that is a 3. 1, 2, 3. That season is eliminated. So being eliminated from the classic era will be 1970. And maybe that's probably best since we just did 1969. Do we really want to go a year later? I mean, I would if that's the season that came up. But 1970 is gone, and that will be out of there. So at least we now know that at least a couple of years from the 69 series, 69, we know will not be playing a year later or a year further. 1970 was chosen what was on the selection board on the last one. We now go back to the modern era, and that is a 5. That is a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season is eliminated. So being eliminated from the modern era is 1995 is now gone. So there you can say goodbye to the Braves and the Cleveland Indians. No Barry Larkin, no Mo Vaughn. I'm sure every Indians fan right now is not happy that 1995 got removed. No Braves, no Indians. No, so nothing there. As Ben Wood says, no mistake made there. So nothing there for that. Now we go to the contemporary era, and that is a 3. There are only 4 left. So I'll reshuffle real quick and then pick. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. That season is gone, and now I'm going to mark 3, so I know I'm only going to take 1 more. So this season is eliminated from the contemporary era, and it is 2021. The 2021 season is gone. No Braves, no Astros, no Bryce Harper, no Shohei Ohtani. 2021 will now go by the board. So 2021 will now disappear into the sunset until next show. Now, back to the legendaries. There are only 4 left. So I'll shuffle real quick and lay them out. A 1, 2, 3, or 4. It is a 2. This season is out. These are still in. 3 seasons left in the legendaries. So this next season being removed is 1965 is gone. So 1965, no Dodgers, no Twins, no Willie Mays, no Zoilo Versalis. 1965 is gone. And of course, no Len for here, and of course, Sandy Koufax's final season. So 1965. Now we go back to the classics. Classics still have a good amount. Of 66. That was his final year. That's right. Yep. So back to the classics. Let's see what gets chosen here. 1. That season is gone. So being removed from the classic era is 1973 is gone. Maybe that's best because Baseball Demos is finishing up as 1973 Game of the Year. So nothing for my Mets, nothing for the Athletics, as 1973 is gone. And maybe that's the best since Baseball Demos is finishing up his 1973. So Fluffy Cat has claimed 73 for himself. So we will not be replaying what he just did, and maybe that's best for now. But 73 could come up later at a later date. Remember, games in Inside Pitch can go different than games for Stratomatic. No, Cutter Historical. The Fluffy Cat is Baseball Demos, not Uncle Ron. Although he does have a fluffy cat. We now go back to the modern era. So now we'll find out which seasons are here. And that is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That season is gone. So being removed from the modern era is 2009. So no New York Yankees, no Philadelphia Phillies, no Joe Mauer, no Albert Pujols. The 2009 season is gone. Now we only have 3 seasons left in the contemporary era and the legendary era. So now what we do is we will roll 1, 2, 3. Well, let's go ahead and shuffle here real fast. Let's do a little quick shuffle here. Here, so I can do a nice shuffle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. This season is gone, and these are the 2 remaining seasons that will be played for a best of 7 to see which season's eliminated. Being removed from the contemporary era is 2013 is gone. So 2013 will be gone. So no St. Louis Cardinals, no Boston Red Sox. The 2013 season is gone. And that will do it for that. Only 2 seasons left now in the contemporaries. Now 3 seasons left in the legendaries. And I will go ahead and do a 3-card Monty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is out. These seasons are still alive. So this season is out. Being removed from the legendary era is 1956. I know Texags wanted this season, 1956. He likes this one. The first season really where Inside Pitch begins, but 1956 is gone. Now we go back to the classic era, and we will shuffle here. So being removed from the classic era. We'll roll one die, and that is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll re-roll, and now we only have 5. I'll re-roll it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That season is eliminated. So being removed from the classic era is 1971 is now gone. So 1971. So no Pittsburgh Pirates, no Baltimore Orioles, no Joe Torre, no Vita Blue. 1971 is now eliminated. Now we go back to the modern era. What season did I do before 1960? 1972 was the season I did before 1969. So now we go back to the modern era. And let's see what this is. 1, that season's removed. And now going from the modern era, leaving that will be 1999. You'll have to go ahead and party like it's 1999. So no Braves, no Yankees, no Chipper Jones, no Pudge. 1999 goes away. Now we go right back to this one here, as these two seasons, these two eras have to wait. So we now go back to the classics, and that is a 3. So 1, 2, 3. That season is eliminated. So being removed from the classic era is 1974. 1974 is gone. And I know Tony Porter at Cards and Dice is doing a 1974 replay. No Dodgers, no Athletics, no Steve Garvey, no Jeff Burrows. 1974 goes away. Now we go back to the modern era. Still the most seasons here right now in the modern era. So, being removed from the modern era is number 1. That season is gone. So, being removed from the modern era will be 1994. Now, remember, I've done 1994 as a restart, but not a replay. 1994 is gone. I know a lot of people would really like to see me do that one. Yep, no Bill, no hitter Swift. Steeler fans' favorite player. So 1994 is gone. Now we'll go back to the classics. The classics have only 3 years left. I will go ahead and do a 3-card Monty on them, and we'll see what we will see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which season is gone? 1. This season is out of here. These seasons are still alive. So being removed from the classic era is 1987 is gone. Now, maybe that's best because Baseball Demos is doing a 1987 American League replay. So 1987 is gone. So 87 is gone. Now there are only 2 seasons left here in the classic era. Now we got only the modern era left. Only the modern era is left. I did do 1994 as a restart, not a replay. I started it in August. That was the first season I ever did, but that was with payoff pitch. If 1994 was to come up, that would be a replay up to when the season ended. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's 4. This season is out, and being taken out of the modern era is 2007 is now gone. So 2007 is out of there. So no Colorado Rockies, no Boston Red Sox, as the 2007 era will leave. 5 seasons left in the modern era. I'll give him a little bit of a 3-card Monty shuffle with 5 cards. 3. This season is gone. So being removed on from the modern era season is 1996 is now gone. So 96 is out of there. 1996 is gone. So no Braves and no Yankees. No Ken Caminiti, no Juan gone. 1996 is out of here. Now, we got 4 seasons left in the modern era. Give him a little bit of a 4-card Monty. And now we'll go ahead and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This season is gone. This season's eliminated. Being removed from the modern season is the Moneyball season 2002. Now, he doesn't have this out yet, but he said he would have it out shortly. So also, I just gave you guys a sneak preview that 2002 and 2005 for Inside Pitch will be released soon. He has not given me a date yet, but he will release them. So 05 and 02 will be released. Okay, but 2002 is gone. Now, one more 3-card Monty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the next season gone? This one here. This season is gone. So these 2 seasons still have a shot. And being removed from the modern era is 2008 is now gone. So 2008. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Tampa Bay Rays. No Albert Pujols. No Dustin Pedroia. 2008 is gone. That completes the elimination round. It is now time for the best of 7. We will first start with the modern era. The modern era. Very simple. It's a best of 7. I will roll a blue, red and a blue. This is the red. This is the blue. The first season to get to 4 wins. Ties are re-rolled. Blue gets the first one. Tie, re-roll. Red gets the next one. Red gets the next one. Red gets the next one. Blue gets this one. Tie. Red gets it. So this season will be a selection, and this season is gone. So what season was eliminated? So being eliminated from the modern era is 1997, which means, believe it or not, guys, for the second straight time, actually that's not the second straight time, but being a chance, and for the second time in the selection show, 1990. Where are all my Reds fans? 2003 is not available yet, XSG2. 2003 and 2006 are not available yet. 1990 for the second time is one of your choices. 1990. All the Nasty Boys Reds fans will definitely be choosing that one. 1990 is your first choice. Now, from the contemporary era. From the contemporary era. Red, blue. Red wins 1. Blue red, red. Reroll. Red. So red will win this one. So this season is eliminated. So being out of this season for the contemporary era is 2017 is gone, which means your second choice from the contemporary era. And and we all know this is the worst season in baseball history. And this is for you, ID Jester. 2011. And I know ID Jester will definitely be picking that one. 2011, this will be its second time on the selection board. 2011 was chosen in the fifth show, so now it is on the board again for the second time. So 2011 is available. So 2011, now from the legendary era. From the legendary era. Red, blue, 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 red, blue, and blue. So red is eliminated for this time. So this season is out. So being removed from the legendary era is 1962. No lovable Mets. So being available from the legendary era is 1958. 1958. The Milwaukee Braves and the New York Yankees. Ernie Banks, Jackie Jensen. A lot of young players in 1958. A good season to play. So, we got seasons all over the board. Now, what will happen in the final choices? For the classic era, what will be removed and what will survive? Red, blue, red, blue, red, red, and red. So this blue season is gone. So this season will be your final choice. So, being eliminated from the classic era is 1986. So my Mets get close, but they can't do it, which means your choice for the classic era is 1983. The Phillies and the Orioles, Dale Murphy, Cal Ripken Jr., 1983 is your choice for the classic era. Those are your four choices for the next season of Inside Pitch. So, I will go ahead and create a poll, all right, in the community tab. You will place your votes there, okay? Remember, the year with the most votes, all right, gets the most dice. The least amount of votes goes to the least amount of dice. So, the season that gets the most votes rolls the most dice, and that season will be revealed, okay, after the World Series on the season review and reveal show. This is a good Final Four. 1958, 1983, 1990, and 2011. I know what ID Jester is going to choose. I know what all the Reds fans are going to choose. I know what a lot of Phillies and Orioles fans are going to choose. And 1958 could be a sleeper. Who knows? But 1958, 1983, 1990, and 2011, I will choose an opening day game for each one, so I know which one I can tell you that it'll be automatically. So there you go, your 4 seasons to vote for the next season of Inside Pitch. It will start January 6th, 2025, with the demo game 1 week earlier on that Sunday, featuring the historical World Series teams, of that season. So there you have it, everyone. There are your 4 seasons to choose from. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. You will make your choices as soon as I put it on the poll. I'll do that as soon as possible. So, 1958. Let's take a look at each season. Real quick. 1958. So that was the Milwaukee Braves versus the New York Yankees. The top players in that year. The top hitters in 1958 were Richie Ashburn, Willie Mays, Stan Musial, Ted Williams, a young Hank Aaron, Pete Runnels, Bob Skinner, Harvey Keene, a young Al Kaline, and an in his prime Ernie Banks. For pitching, your top fielders that year, or top pitchers that year, were Whitey Ford, Stu Miller, Billy Pierce, Sam Jones, Jack Harshman, Frank Larry, Lou Burdett, Billy O'Dell, Bob Turley, and Cal McClish. And of course, not a bad year for a certain Hall of Famer named Spawn. So those were your top players in 1958. For 1983, your top teams that year were the Orioles, Tigers, Yankees, Blue Jays, Brewers, White Sox, Phillies, Pirates, Expos, Dodgers, Braves, Astros. And leading and batting that year, and I'm using batting average, Wade Boggs, Rod Carew in his later years, Bill Matlock, Lonnie Smith, Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, a very young Cal Ripken, Jose Cruz, George Hendrick, and Lloyd Mosby. And leading and pitching that year, in terms of ERA, was Atlee Hammaker, John Denny, Bob Welch, Mario Soto, Alejandro Pena, Mike Boddicker, Jerry Rolls Royce, Nolan Ryan, Rick Honeycutt, and Dave Stieb for the Blue Jays. We then go to 1980 to 1990. Of course, the Reds won the World Series that year. Top teams: Red Sox, Blue Jays, Athletics, White Sox, Rangers, Pirates. Mets weren't too bad that year either. Expos, Reds, Dodgers, Giants. And of course, your top hitters that year, in terms of batting average, were Eddie Murray, George Brett, Dave Magadan, Lenny Dykstra, Ricky Henderson, Willie McGee, Rafael Palmeiro, Andre Dawson, Bip Roberts, Mark Grace, and a 30-year-old player that was giving Greg Maddux fits, and his name was by the name of Tony Gwynn. And pitching, top pitchers that year in terms of ERA, Roger Clemens, Danny Darwin, Chuck Finley, Zane Smith, Dave Stewart, Ed Whitson, Frank Viola, Jose Rio, Doug Drabeck, and Kevin Apier, among a few others. And then, of course, 2011. And I know 2011 is going to get some call from the Cardinals fans. But of course, Cardinals, Tigers, Rangers, Rays, Red Sox, Angels, Phillies, Brewers, Diamondbacks, Braves, Cardinals, Giants, Dodgers, not a bad season. My Mets, of course, pretty much were mediocre. Top players, top hitters in batting in 2011. In terms of batting average, were Miguel Cabrera, Adrian Gonzalez, Young, Jose Reyes, Ryan Braun, Victor Martinez, Matt Kemp, Jacoby Ellsbury, Hunter Pence, and Joey Votto. And in terms of pitching, that year, you had Clayton Kershaw, a young Clayton Kershaw, only 23 years old, Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Justin Verlander in his prime, Jared Weaver, Ryan Vogelsong, Tim Lincecum, Cole Hamels, James Shields, and Doug Fister. I think I've given you guys a pretty good listing there for your choices. So, 1958, 1983, 1990, and 2011, those are your choices. What will your choices be? You have until the beginning of the season review and reveal show to make your vote. So please make sure you vote as well. You can only vote once, and that's all it'll count. So I hope you'll join me for that, for the 58, 83, 90, and 2011. Those are your four choices. There will be no baseball tomorrow night. The 1969 World Series begins Sunday night. The San Francisco Giants versus the Baltimore Orioles. Juan Marichal going for the Giants. Jim Palmer going for the Orioles. Those two pitchers never faced off against each other. You could not ask for a better World Series Game 1 pitching matchup. Marichal and Palmer, two of the GOATs. What will happen? You'll have to be there tomorrow night for Sunday night for Game 1 of the World Series. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys Sunday night. 1958, 1983, 1990, 2011. Start placing your vote as soon as the poll goes up. We'll see you guys Sunday night.